Hello and welcome back to I Love Lucci with cabbage. And I'm Lucci and I love cabbage. I love cabbage because it's easy to make, it's very versatile, delicious, nutritious, and very easy to store, lasts a while. So if you see, there's a great variety of cabbage. I've got a few of them here. We've got a red cabbage. We've got a Savoy cabbage, which is kind of like a curly cabbage. And then a regular cabbage. So I made a couple of different things just to show you. Now the outer leaves don't look very good, but don't let that scare you away, because once you just peel back a couple of those outer layers, you've got a beautiful fresh vegetable there. Now the first thing I made with this curly Savoy cabbage is this really nice salad here. Now this is a make the day before cabbage, because what you do is you slice the cabbage, you know, not too thick, about, I don't know what that is, a quarter of an inch, and I combined the Savoy with the red cabbage. And once you have it all sliced up, you put some vinegar and oil on it and you refrigerate it, let it sit for the evening, so overnight actually. And what that does is sort of start to marinate and soften the cabbage, so it's much softer to the bite. So I use some coconut vinegar and some olive oil, and I let it sit. And then the next day I added some of this, one of my favorites, ginger and soy. Added a whole new flavor. You can add any dressing you like, or you can just actually stick to the oil and vinegar. And then I added some apples. So then I topped it off. Here's my bowl that I'm going to eat. I don't like my nuts to get soft, so I'm just going to add nuts. I add some pecans and some almonds, and I think there's even a little bit of walnuts. I'm also going to top it off with balsamic glaze, which is a really delicious way to make anything fancy, and it's very tasty. So here's my beautiful salad ready to go. Now I'm going to bring you over here, back to me, and I'm going to show you a second dish that I'm working on with you. So I'm just going to put you down there, and what I did is I steamed a whole cabbage. I just put the whole thing upside down or like that in a pot, and I put just a little bit of water in the bottom, and I steamed it. Now what I had designed to do is I cut out the cork, and I was going to make cabbage rolls. However, I do believe I overcooked it a little bit, so it's giving me a hard time unrolling as I was trying to take them out. Well, actually these are coming a little bit easier. So basically you're supposed to unpeel leaf by leaf and then stuff them with a rice mixture. Now I'm a vegetarian, so this is my rice mixture. And I basically had rice, brown rice. I put a can of corns, a can of fava beans. I stir-fried some onions and garlic. And I added a can of mushroom soup for flavor. And so that is my mixture that I was going to stuff my cabbages with. So basically, I'm going to pull them apart one by one. Oh, and this is my pot. So I put some tomato sauce in the bottom, and with the loose cabbage that came apart easily, I just covered the bottom of it. That's all going to cook beautifully, and it also puts a little protective layer against the cabbage rolls and the bottom of the pot so they don't burn. So I'm going to try to make a couple of cabbage rolls here to show you. There's my, it doesn't have to be a perfect leaf. You can kind of, you know, bring them together, makeshift together, kind of like that. I'm going to make smaller ones, and I like to cut out the stiff vein in the middle, because that gets a little too hard to work with. And you can also put them apart. So, piece them together. So I'm going to lay that down. I'm going to take a nice scoopful of my dressing. I'm going to put it right in the center of my cabbage leaf. I'm not sure if you can see this. And I'm going to tuck it all in nicely there. Take off that thick part. Try to roll it nice and tight. And there's my cabbage. It's a little bit loose here. It could come out. So I'm going to take another little piece here and I'm going to do like a little repair job. Roll that around. And there's my cabbage roll. So I'm going to lay that right on top here, and I'm going to keep on going until that pan is full. Here's my next one. I probably made too much rice, but that's okay. We can have it later. And put it in the center there. Pack it in so it fits nicely. Fold in the edges, and then tuck and turn it around. You want to try to keep them roughly the same size, just so they cook evenly. So there's my second cabbage roll. And like I said, I'm just going to stack them here. I'm going to fill the whole pan with as many cabbages as I can. I'm going to keep peeling and pulling away from my cabbage. And I'd say I cooked that till I could put a fork through it. So I steamed it until I could put a fork through it. Not super soft, but enough that it could tear apart and you can still be pliable to work with. So after I have all this done, I forgot to mention that under here is some tomato sauce. I put tomato sauce, then the loose cabbage. Now I'm going to put the formed cabbage balls, or rolls, sorry. And then I'm going to cover it again with some more sauce. And then I'm going to bake it in the oven. Now I'm not exactly sure how long. I think I'll put it at 350 for, I think I'll try half an hour to 45 minutes. Just so everything, all the flavors get married and taste beautifully together. And there are my cabbage rolls. So those are two simple recipes. In the next couple of days, I hope to make a couple more things with the cabbages. One is just a cabbage stir fry, which is really good and goes with anything you're going to eat. And then maybe a cabbage soup. So tune in. I hope you like this. I hope you continue to love Lucci. And why don't you go love yourself? Till next time, take care. Peace out.